Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Hello. Welcome, everyone.
I love that intro. I just get lost in there. That drum.
Welcome, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Psychic Insights Live with MamaCole. I'm Hollis Taylor. I'm the founder and manager for Psychic Insights. The next time we go live, you might see someone different. I'm going to have a tech support help while I'm in the UK, so that MamaCole and everybody can still go live. So, but MamaCole's also going to be doing a Zoom with a little bit more private intimacy. It won't be broadcasted. But it will be like, intimate. You'll be able to see, she'll be able to see your face. You'll be able to see hers, which sometimes I think that kind of changes things. So just watch out for those in the group. They'll be broadcasted in the group, and we'll be announcing 2 events very in this week. So far we have some people in the group. Hi, Tia, and hello to Brandy. Hi, Brandy. And hi, Maggie.
Hi,
It's
Maggie.
good to see you. Hi, Jackie. It's great to see you. Good morning, Sasha. Is it morning there wherever you are, Sasha? Are you like in California or something? All right. Hi, Brandy. Welcome, everyone. So, MamaCole, why don't you just give them a little bit of an introduction about who you are and how you came to mediumship.
Okay, I'm MamaCole, aka Cheryl Cole. I live in Florida now. I've traveled all over the world since I was a little girl, and my gifts have been with me my entire life since I was 4 years old. At 4 years old, I actually told my mom that her grandpa had died, and we had just met him over in England, and I was the first to tell her. She called her mom, and they found out immediately, and that's when I realized that my gift can also come with costs. I have to kind of be careful of who I share it with, because sometimes it can be startling. So that's why you notice my deliveries, I'm blunt. Like, I'll tell you what needs to be told, but I also, I'm protected somewhat. I'm almost protected like a little child. There's certain things that I don't see. I do help like in forensics and things like that, but I don't, I'll get details and clues, but I don't see the mess and gore unless it's absolutely needed. So that's one thing, is I'm very protected that way, because I do have a very soft heart. But I came through my abilities through a lot of trauma and stuff. Probably about the last 10 years is when I really became active. I was bedridden and almost died a couple times. And that's when my gifts really went outside of myself. And I do this honestly just for the connection. The connection that you have with your loved ones never, ever dies. And it's an absolutely beautiful thing for us to witness as a medium. And that's honestly why I do what I do. It comes from my heart. I consider it a gift, even though when I was a child, like I said, I was treated like I was evil. I scared people. I scared a lot of people, my mother especially. but I know that my gift is God-given or source or whatever you believe in. I believe it's divinely given. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to help connect you with your loved ones. And usually they give me signs and symbols to help guide you on your healing path and also to validate your connections. A lot of times I'll get like flowers, feathers, just different symbols and things. I get a lot of cultural symbols. You do notice I close my eyes a lot, and that's just how I connect. I close out the outside stimuli and I connect to your loved ones. And I can usually do it through your name and your picture. I just close my eyes, connect to the spirit, and usually whatever message is most needed for you at that time for your highest good is what comes through. And please remember, this is a mini reading, so it's just a taste of what we would do in a full reading. In a full reading, you usually have more than one person comes through and quite a few messages and validations. So tonight, what I'll do is I'll just connect with you, or today. I do use a pendulum. That's showing you what yes is, and then show them no, please. And then that's no. So if you see me grab my pendulum, there's a lot of times I'll grab it just for validation. Or if you ask a question, I'll ask it and they'll be able to tell me that way. So Hollis will just, we go by spirit as to who we do the readings for. We'll try to get to everybody as we can, but Hollis just directs. I'm so thankful for them to do all the technology. It makes my job so much easier. I can just connect with spirit and go from one to another instead of having to mess with who's, reading and doing all the technical. So thank you.
Do all the tech.
It makes
You're welcome.
so much easier.
All right. So the first person that said something was actually Kay Marie in the mediums group. Today is a month without him. I think, hold on. She did say something else. Oh, my little brother comes through. Hello. Kay Marie said, I hope my little, sorry. I actually got 2 messages from her about it.
Okay.
She was the first one to say something. Sounds like he was 25 and it's only been a month.
I am so sorry. He's so sorry for the way that he left. The circumstances were not the way that he would have ever chosen. In public forums, I don't always like to go into specifics because some of it could be triggering for others. But please know his love for you is profound. I get you picked on him a lot. You guys had you guys were very close growing up, but you also picked and prodded at each other. Like you had prank wars and things like that. Then I don't know if that was the picture that we saw. When we were opening, there was a picture of a young man and he looked very, I'm old, so I want to say like GQ, like Ice Cube. Like this young man was he took very good care of himself, presented himself very well. Unlike I have a 25-year-old and he's not like that. There's just a lot of pain surrounding the way that he left. Like, it really shouldn't have been that way, but he wants you to know there's nothing anyone, because you do second guess yourself, there's nothing anyone could have said or done to have changed it. And he does give you signs. Definitely gives you signs. But I think that you're questioning them. He's showing you signs, and I'm getting that he did something really big either at his funeral or his memorial service. I don't know if it was the weather or birds or something, but he's showing me there was something that he did, and everybody was like, oh, that was him. Please know without a shadow of a doubt, yes, that was him for sure. He does check on you and your mother. I get that. Did he live with his mom? So that's the other thing with the mini readings. We don't have the interaction. When we do one-on-one, we're able to interact and you can validate. But I get that he still does check on you. He checks on your mom. What message do you have for her today? He wants you to celebrate. And this is super common, and this is for everybody that's listening. When anniversaries like this come, especially the first year, as hard as it is for you, because you look at all the things, especially a young life at 25 years old, you're looking at all the things that this is, 1 month without him. This is his first birthday with him in heaven. This is our first Christmas, things like that. They want you to, instead of seeing what they're missing, celebrate, because they're still with you, but just in a totally different way. Because he's saying this first year, it's going to be difficult and stuff, but
MamaCole, he says that he really loved turtles, and she's seen 4 since they passed, but there was a turtle at his celebration of life, which I just think is so adorable. Yeah, that's
that.
totally
Because they know nothing about me. Nothing about me. Do you know what my mascot is for my business and everything? And what's actually on my camera? I wish I could turn my camera around. I have turtles everywhere. Turtles are like my thing. Totally my thing. So how awesome is that was at his. So I have on my camera. I'm trying to find one.
She also validated that he lived next door behind his mom's property.
Yeah. So please know he is still close. And those little tidbits, I know this is a mini reading, but those little tidbits are his way of quickly validating his love and that he is still very present in your life. So all these firsts coming up, know that he's there, and just kind of look for the signs or the feelings that you get. Like when you see something and you're like, wow, turtles, no way. I know that's got to be you. Like close your eyes and just feel him. Just take a second and you'll feel that connection because he's your brother. Like that connection will never die. Okay. So I hope that helped you, Kay.
I'm sure it did. Thanks, Kay. Thanks, Kay, for validating.
Yeah, thank you very much. And good job on with your brother. He did good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put, this is the first person in the other comments that I'm open to whomever feels like coming in hot for me today. I'm not sure what that means.
I don't either. In the picture, that was the picture. I was like, that looks like the Vanilla Ice dude or something. See that picture?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's her boyfriend or something. Is that your boyfriend or fiance? I think it's her fiance. It's coming in hot. I love the way by the picture.
Did you mean to say that, Brandy? I'm coming in hot. Did you mean?
And then I slide it. It's got to be like your fiance or boyfriend because he's okay. Brandy, I gotta know before because that's what I get. Brandy. See, but then now what's really funny, Brandy, is I got like a grandma energy coming through, and she goes, "You've always been boy crazy. You don't got to be boy crazy. Take this time and connect with family. Why are you worried about boys?" And yeah, I do get there as a young gentleman too, but your grandma has some messages.
I'm pretty sure it is her boyfriend or husband. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but your grandma also is coming through for like he's right beside her, but she's like, "You've just always been so boy crazy." And she approves though. She said he was a good guy. Like he's very clean cut, just even by that picture. Busting their moves. Yeah, like that's what I keep getting like in 80s. Was he that picture? Like it's so hard because honestly, your picture is like a little tiny thing. That's why like a live one-on-one reading is so much better. And when we do the Zooms, because I can like really connect with your pictures and their eyes. But I'm getting more like an 80s vibe, but he's totally like very put together, very clean, smells amazing, but it's like the old school colognes. I'd say like Polo, Dakar, old school. He's got more of an old school vibe. And your grandma really approves. She says he's a gentleman, like total gentleman. Was he like a open the doors for you and stuff? Was he a Southern or like a Texas man? Like I get like he was a gentleman. He was taught manners. Like he goes, he didn't always See, I wish I could see your comments. He didn't always. Towards the end, he said he kind of was a bullheaded. Wasn't as polite and as manner, like he wasn't as nice as he usually was at the end. But normally he was very, very much a gentleman. Opened the doors for you as you walk through, the car doors. Like he's one that would pull up and pick you up if it was raining and stuff like that, so you didn't mess up your hair. I keep looking for validations, but that's, yeah, because my pendulum's just going, yeah. Make sure your nails are done. He's commenting on like your hair and your nails. So are you one that used to go get your, yeah, did you used to go get your nails and stuff done? Because like, he's really commenting that he took care of you and stuff. And that's part of what your grandmother too is saying, like, that's going to help you through this grief and stuff. You need to go back to taking care of yourself. If you used to do your nails and stuff, go do that stuff. And if for some reason it's financially difficult, you can do it for yourself. But take this time now. He was stubborn, but he was sick and short of patience. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like at the end, he wasn't as gentlemanly and kind as before. And that might have been if he was sick. That was why, because he was sick. And stubborn. I'm very stubborn, so I totally get it. Yeah, my pendulum's like, yeah. So please know that he wants you to treat yourself the way that you deserve, because you've just been kind of just stuck in your grief, and that's totally understandable. He totally gets it. But just slowly start taking care of yourself, and that little love connection, just you taking care of yourself, he'll be there. He'll help you through all that. Something they've been telling me a lot too, and I've actually been doing it for about 3 months now, is lotion. Just because it helps you feel that human touch and stuff. It really does help if you can do it at least right before bed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. Thank you so much, Brandy. He's a Scorpio. See, I don't. Hollis is on that.
He's a Scorpio. Yeah. So Scorpio sons are usually, first of all, very good looking and usually kind of on the sexy side. They're also usually, particularly anyone with a strong Scorpio placement will be particularly good in bed. So sex and being attractive is sometimes part of their personality and identity. They also can be very sharp, and sometimes even a little jealous. And they can sometimes be very direct. And so, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, they're both Leo risings. Which, boy, I hope the two of you didn't compete with each other unless it was healthy competition, because Leos usually like to have a lot of attention. Yeah. Yep. See, we won't talk about sex. Exactly. So just saying. Okay. So the next person was Karen Hatcher. She's in the group. She's in the mediums group. So she's just hoping for, it sounds like she probably has more than one person available that could come through.
Yeah, she does. Okay, who would like to? Yeah, Karen, you actually do. You have like, I got aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, husband. I believe it's also your husband. Because there's a couple male figures. There's an older gentleman, and then there's also a younger gentleman, I'd say mid-20s. But I'm not sure. I don't know if he's a son or if it was someone you knew when you were young that you lost. Okay, who has some most pertinent information? I get the older gentleman. I believe it's her husband. Or her father. Karen, is it your husband or your father who's... I have a gentleman coming forward. Tons of love. Bouquet of red roses. And absolutely does not believe in any of this hogwash at all. But he's so thankful to be here. Like he goes, never in a million years. And he's using it just like that. So he's like, okay, I'm in my 50s. So I would say he's like 60s or 70s. Like he's an older generation for me, like my parents' generation, because he's using like hogwash and all that mumbo jumbo stuff. But he's really thankful. Loves you so, so much. And I get that he was really sick before he passed because you took care of him. You may have even had to make some decisions that were really, really tough. I think this is your dad. But he's
Oh my gosh. Just as you said, I think this is your dad. I was trying to feature the comment that they just said, Hatcher.
Oh. Her stepdaddy. Okay. Because I was like, I wasn't sure. But yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. But he wants you to know, like he keeps going like carry on. Like he has all these like sayings, carry on, hogwash. But he's so, so thankful. Your stepfather. Yeah. He's so thankful. So thankful because you really treated him. Okay. I have a stepdad. I have step parents too. And he's thankful for how you honored him. You honored him just like he was your father. And he wants you to know that he's very grateful to have been honored by you and he loves you. And that's the biggest message that he has. And thank you so much for the validation. I love when that happens. It always freaks everybody out. I've done that my whole life, like seriously, since I was like 4. So could you imagine like a 4-year-old doing that? Like, yeah. But please know he is okay. He's really good. Like he's doing great. He's very happy. And there's a whole bunch behind him. If you want to connect sometime for a live reading, because you do have quite a few. But he said that was the most that you needed to know, is that connection is still there and that you're very, very loved. And he's so appreciative for how you honored him. I love that. I kind of needed that myself. Yeah, I needed that myself, to be honest with you. Because sometimes it's not just, the messages aren't just for you. They're for us and for others around us too.
For sure, for sure. And she just said thank you very much.
You're so welcome, sweetheart.
She appreciates that. And when I'm coming back into the other comments, I don't think I've seen this person around. Melissa Snowbarger
Matt coming through.
is in my brother-in-law Matt coming through. He passed 6 years ago, 3 weeks after he married my sister. Oof.
Oh,
and
my
it sounds like her mother-in-law.
Okay, what is his name? Matt. And he married 3 weeks. Oh, your poor sister. Hey, Matt. What's I think it was an accident, like a car accident or motorcycle accident or something. Totally. Dang. But he's so thankful. Yeah, he's coming through big time. Like in his texts and stuff from the wedding. Like he's so thankful. He goes, it doesn't matter. He married the love of his life. Like he's so thankful. He's upset that he didn't get longer to spend with her. But at least he got to marry her. Like, and she needs to know, this is something that I always love, that it's always validated over and over again, that death does not do them part. If they said those vows at the wedding, she needs to remember that was a patriarch way to control people and widows and stuff like that. That is not true. Love never, ever dies. Ever dies. They are connected. Even if she was to remarry, because I get that she may be remarrying or that she may have another love interest, that's okay. He's still, we may not understand the connections and stuff. They're still connected. They'll always be connected. Okay. Like there's no choice. It doesn't really matter. Like it's just something that we don't, love is infinite. It doesn't matter. Okay. What does she need to know? So that's a lot of messages for your sister. For you, he's just thankful for the way that you have supported your sister through such a horrific time. Like she just really, you really like lifted her. You took care of her basically because she just could not function. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like she's really vibing with what you said. She's
Yeah.
still not
Yeah.
okay. Can imagine
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
She
I could
hasn't moved
not.
on at
So,
all.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah. But she needs
understandable.
to know that their love still exists. He is there quite often. Yes, I know that she's not okay. Um, Perhaps share this with her, and maybe she can be part of the group too, because there's so many others like her here. Like there's so many of you that are just, I really could not 3 weeks after marrying the love of your life. Because they had like the most beautiful wedding. Like everything was picture perfect. Like they were total sweethearts. Like you couldn't have dreamed of a happier, better couple. And then just bam. Like the rug was actually pulled. Yeah. Yeah. Because they're showing me, like, he's showing me that, like, you actually held her, and like such beautiful sisterly love. I'm so thankful she has you, and he is too. Okay. Thank you so much, Matt. So I'm gonna disconnect, but thank you so much. That was absolutely beautiful. And please know their love that connection always exists, and he's validating your love for your sister. Good. Thank you so much,
Hey,
Melissa. Thank you, Matt.
it's beautiful. Beautiful. Well done, Mama Cole. Well
Thanks.
done. Yes,
It really
Melissa.
isn't me. I mean, it's not. I'm just open to receive. That's all. I'm just
Mhm.
a mouthpiece.
Well, she's very grateful
Thank
for
you.
that. And now over in the Mystical Connections group, we got Sam Baldwin. Would love if her husband had a message.
Interesting fact. Baldwin is a family name of mine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. He's really shy. Yes, he's here, but he's really shy. Like he's like, yeah, I'm here, but he's one that really does not get into that. But he goes, but it's okay. I just wanted to know that it's safe. If you have any messages to give Sam, can you let us know? Just let me know. Guys, what's really fun, I don't have a picture of you. I only have you by your name. I get that you're old. You guys have been around for a long time. You married young, because he's showing me like history. You have a lot of history together. He's actually showing me your wedding flowers. I get like big yellow and white flowers. I'm not sure. Maybe roses and lilies. But he has like a big bouquet, not like a little tiny, like a big, huge bouquet of flowers for you. And he's very quiet. He's not a man of many words at all. And he's one he's sick for a long time, because he's one who's showing me that you cared for him at the end. When you guys were young, you raised the kids, and he worked really, really hard, because I get you're a little older than the norm, but he worked really hard. You stayed home, took care of the kids, and you did stuff. And then towards the end, it was you taking care of everything, and you really took care of him. And he's very thankful for how you took care of him. He's really showing me about you doing something with his hair, you combing his hair. He loved the way you combed his hair. Roses, but not yellow flowers. Okay, but the roses. And did you used to do like comb his hair? Or this could also be, there are times that this is after they've passed, that you actually wanted to make sure that his hair was absolutely perfect, because he's showing me you with the comb, like just making sure he looked very presentable. And maybe he was like, my husband always had this cowlick. Like, did he have a cowlick that you always had to comb? Because he's really making that a point. Like, he's not saying a lot, but he's just showing me things, that his hair. And he wasn't a man of a lot of material things. Like, he's wearing a suit, but it's an older suit. Like, it's not, he's just him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't one to dress to impress or anything else. It's like you just took him as he was, like a very down to earth man.
Well, he did.
Had it
He did.
shaved by me.
She
So
did
maybe
shave his head.
So maybe
Yeah.
that's what you were shaving instead of comb, because he keeps showing me you doing something to his hair so that you were shaving his head. Okay. So next time, show me a natural razor instead of the comb would be great. Thank you. Okay, so he was validating how you took care of his head because he kept showing me your, like, to make sure he looked good. Okay, is there anything else you needed to know? You need to know that, once again, it's not till death do you part. Yes, of course he's waiting for you. Of course he's okay. He is going to be the one to greet you when it is time, but you have a lot of time till then. But just the right amount. He's like, it'll be okay. He is with you. He does check on you often. He gives you coins. He was a coin guy. He likes to give you coins. And there's times like you'll find like a lot. Like if you're in a park or somewhere that you see quite a bit.
I think MamaCole means signs, as in coins for signs.
Right. Yes.
Not like he left you a coin collection.
No.
More like coins for signs. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like if you start finding like pennies, and if you haven't, just watch after this, you'll start finding pennies. He'll be like, oh, that's because he'll know that you're paying attention. And then just validate when you start finding things. And this is for anyone in here. If you find feathers, coins, those are real common. See cardinals and bluebirds. Know that that is your loved one. And just be like, oh, thank you so much. I really needed that today. Because there's times, like I just went through a hurricane, and I kid you not, 2 days before my porch, I had cardinals and blue jays on my porch. But I also have a cat. Like, I don't know how they were on my porch. First thing in the morning, as soon as I walked out, I had 2 cardinals and a blue jay. So just know that that's your loved ones, just watching over you and just giving you a sign that they're there. Is there anything else she needs to know? They need to know. Okay. Then that's it, Sam. Thank you. Yeah, my great aunt and uncle were Baldwins from England.
Sounds like she didn't know what the signs were, but now she has a good idea to at least look for those signs.
Yeah, like birds, flowers, music. A lot of times they do a lot. I get a lot of messages through music. Like you'll hear your song over and over, or songs that it sounds like they're talking to you. That's so common. And sometimes when you're heavy in grief, you don't always know exactly, like what you said, you don't always know what to look for. So just start kind of paying attention, and you will, they definitely will show them to you.
Well, MamaCole, there's one person on YouTube that would like to get a reading. Her name is Nettie.
Nettie. Oh, Nettie. Yes, of course.
Nettie, I assume you're still there. So please pipe up.
Nettie.
So we know for sure you're still there.
Nettie, I do have an older woman coming through for you. Hi, Nettie. I don't believe she's in America. I get an older woman coming through. I get I believe she's your grandma. And she cooks, she fries in a big kettle. And I'm not sure if you're in America or not. I think you may be in another country. Because I get a big kettle that she's frying stuff in. Are you in another country, Nettie? Because this is an older lady. She has a big kettle, but it's one of those like metal, like would be used from a drum or something. And she's frying stuff. I'm not sure if that's bread. Are you frying bread? Hey, there you go. So how is that? Nova Scotia, you're up north. Okay, what are you frying? Why are you showing me this? Because it's around a fire. Some kind of bread, like in this like oil. I think to me, it almost looks like fry bread, but I don't believe that's that. When you guys went camping, Canada, when you went camping, I love Canada. Do you have a woman who would cook stuff on a stove with like those, I don't know, they call in New Mexico, they have them, they're like these metal disc things. Almost look like a wok, but they're not a wok. They're something else. But they're really showing me this. cooking, loved outdoors, loved camping.
I think she's saying it's her grandmother. I think.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I get.
She's
Very
not saying
grandmother.
a lot. Mm-hmm.
That's okay, Nettie. She was one that was very in tune. She may possibly be native. Because very in tune with nature and stuff. And I see her cooking outside. She also had an indoor kitchen, but she loved to do stuff outside. I get a lot of camping references, a lot of nature, big, huge trees, more wilderness of Canada, not within the towns at all. She lived more pioneerish, like, do you know what I mean? More in tune with nature, almost. Can't really see the house. I would assume, but I don't like to assume, more cabinish, like very in tune with the wilderness. Maybe be your great grandmother. I get that the women, this is your biggest message for you. You need to remember where you're from. You seem to have forgotten how strong and mighty you really are. And the message for you today is for you to remember your strength, your ancestral blood that runs through you. You're from a very strong stock of women who, I believe some of the women are the ones that actually came over to Canada to settle. Very strong stock, which is really cool because I actually drew a card right before that was, and it's hope, which is the star. And around it, I was like, there's going to be a lot of ancestors all around this. You can't really see it. These are people in these rays. These are all images of people. And those are all your ancestors. And then the center is you. So like you have to realize you're one of it took millions and millions of beautiful souls to get you here. Okay, go back. All of your ancestors and stuff. And you just need to, perhaps you're also one that needs to just reconnect with the earth. Your roots, not only your ancestral roots, but the roots of the land. So you can reconnect and remember who you are. Sounds like it's time for just like an overnight camping trip or something, maybe. Would really help. Because I get like, you might live more city and your roots and blood are actually a little bit more rural and country, and you just need to reconnect a little bit. And perhaps that's going to help you on this healing journey that you're on. So I hope that helped you, Nettie. Thank you, honey. I wish my love could have a message for me. I need to know he is happy. Jacqueline Lee. Oh, Jacqueline, I have seen you. I know where you're from. You're from the Medium group. Oh, Jacqueline.
Yeah. By the way, Nettie just validated you. Yes, that is right. Thank you.
You're so welcome, Nettie.
And Jacqueline.
I need to know he's happy. Jacqueline, of course, he is happy.
Jacqueline says they are in the Medium group, but they're commenting on my page, which makes it better because then I can feature
it's beautiful because I like
picture better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the picture. Okay, Jacqueline. Yeah, it's her husband. High school sweethearts. Total high school sweethearts. Love of their life. And they're ones who really worked hard. She did work some too. You weren't one that just always stayed home. Like, you worked hard. I get your kids. You guys raised kids and very involved. You did scouts. You did lots of things. And he was very active despite how much work. Like, he worked a lot. And he worked like, I don't know, was he a mechanic? Like, I see like a blue uniform. Could be mechanic, sanitation, something like there's a unit, but I don't believe it's like police or anything. It's more a worker. Like, he worked really, really hard. Yes, of course he's okay. Despite the way he left, he's saying he is okay. Don't worry about him. He's all right. Of course I'm all right, honey. And he's working just as hard up there. Oh, he's not. I can't read. But he's working just as hard up there. I get that. He worked really hard.
I'm not sure what she's saying no to. She wasn't specific. Yeah.
That's okay.
I don't know if she was agreeing with you or.
Yeah, it's okay. They may not have been married as long as he's saying. Like it may not be so long. They may have been younger, and he wishes they were married, like they were high school sweethearts. I'm not sure. That's why the one-on-one is really good, but he's definitely here. He's okay. And he just keeps referring to work, something about work, and I'm not sure. Perhaps he worked too much and he should have spent more time with you. Is that what you're trying to? Yeah, he feels like he worked his life away and he didn't value your time together. Like he was one who always put things off, thought that you could vacation later. Just seemed to always, yeah, you didn't meet till later in life. Okay. He wishes that you would have met younger. That's how me and my husband were too. Like we met, we were 30 and we wish that we could have gone back. So perhaps that's what he's referring to. But he's talking about working really hard, and he wishes he would have taken more of the time for vacations and dinners out and stuff like that. He was more of a homebody, didn't always, he was just more comfortable eating at home and watching TV and his sports and things like that. He was a simple man. Yeah, you wish that too. But please know you have eternity, and he wants you to know that, okay? It isn't always, even though we want the memories here on earth, it isn't, to me anyway, this is my belief. We all have different beliefs and stuff, but what he's showing me too is that you guys have eternity. So it may have just, you wish it would have been longer and stuff, but you still have forever to go, okay? And he wants you to know that you have forever to go. And that's his biggest message for you, because he does see you having a very tough time. Because I get you're one that's very alone. Like you just seem like it was just you two against the world, and it's just like your world's kind of closed in and just stopped. Like you're just kind of confused in what to do and where to go. And he's saying your connection is other people. I'm not sure if you're so much of a church person, things like that, like whatever you're into, bingo. You're one who does need to be around other people. He doesn't want you to totally isolate yourself. Okay. And that goes for everyone here too. Like if you find in grief, there's a lot of times we just totally shut down because we just don't know what to do. And we're just like closed in and stuff. And that's a time once you're able to, it's really hard at first, but when you're able to and you're ready, try to start going out and just being around others, it will help you some. Okay. Or out in nature, whatever you connect with. And sometimes just going out just to people watch, like listen to the little kids laughing and stuff. Sometimes that'll help you a lot. Okay. So he's saying for you, that's something that would really help. I hope that resonates, Jacqueline.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it resonated. Yeah. I think she's just kind of a little quiet.
That's okay,
but
girl.
Yeah, I thought we would do this one.
Yes,
this is of course in the group. Sounds like she's got a daughter or something.
Yeah, daughter. I get she's in her like 20s. That's how they're presenting. Hold on. Yeah, I get like a young lady, sassy, beautiful, very full of life. But she was not an easy child to raise. Like just full of attitude and stuff, but in a good way. Not, you know what I mean? But she just challenged. She was outspoken, challenging, larger than life. Like she took up the room. She was not a quiet child by any means. And you were always on your toes having to watch her. And yeah, she's okay, Mama. She's like, I'm okay, Mama. I'm okay. Like she keeps just repeating, I'm okay. I'm okay. I promise I'm okay. She loves you very much. I get she passed from an accident or something. Way too young. Way too young. I'm so sorry.
Jody, are you there?
Yeah, because she's here, honey. It's okay if their emotions, it might be her emotions are a little much, and that's okay. Just know your daughter is very much around you, very much. And she's very, very beautiful. Makeup's always perfect. Like, she was very into her makeup. One that could do her eyes perfect. She said, I tried, but I missed it. Like, very outspoken. Come on, Jody, I know you're here. But just really outspoken, but she's really into the makeup. Totally into the makeup. Like, maybe that's what she wanted to do. Is that what you wanted to do?
I think
Yeah, she wanted to do
she's
makeup.
just saying yes, she's here.
Yeah,
But she's not validating.
It's okay. Just take the reading. Know that she's here. If you need a moment, that's fine. And I do see like in their 20s, and I also do see a 3 or 4 year old. So I don't know if they're bouncing or what. But the makeup referral is it's very funny and very cute, very outspoken. Okay, is there anything else you need your sweet mama to know? She just needs you to know that she is okay also. And of course, she'll wait for you, Mom. Of course, she's okay. And I feel some of you are not answering. It's just you're overwhelmed, and it's okay. Please know that we're all giving you a big hug. You're not alone, sweetheart. Okay. Okay, Jody. It's okay. Even if you don't validate, it's okay. I know you got what was needed. So please take that, honey. And I hope it gives you some peace. I could not imagine losing my child. Could not. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Okay. All right. Well, I tried to give a minute for Jody to validate, but I'm not sure she's capable of it or something in this moment. You can also say no, Jody.
Yeah.
I just want to empower everyone to say no. Did you know that it's scientific fact that mediums are 70 to 75% accurate? Did you know that?
Yeah. Wow.
It's actually scientific fact.
Yeah.
That we get stuff wrong. Imagine that.
Yeah, I have no problem with that at all. Because they were bouncing from like 3 to like 25. So I don't know if she was flashing back or flashing forward for you and showing you about makeup. So it's okay. Either way is fine. But
yeah.
the messages that you needed. So no worries at all.
But I think people that are new to mediumship may not know that. Like they may not
I didn't even know that. Because
yeah, they've actually tested it. There's scientists that test things like psychic abilities, mediums.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I watch all that stuff.
Yeah, like Joe Dispenza. Yeah. You can actually find that scientific evidence on Gaia TV.
Do you know, interesting fact, when I had my heart attack, they were checking me for blood clots and stuff because they couldn't get my blood pressure out normal. It was all wacky, but they couldn't get it normal. So they were checking me for clots everywhere. So they checked my brain. My pineal gland and the casing is extremely enlarged.
And that's from doing psychic work, because that's where it comes from.
Isn't that cool?
Exactly.
So, I have scientific evidence. I was like, yes.
Yes.
I thought it was cool.
Kayla Seen, I just want to share her comment. She's been feeling super down lately.
I'm so sorry.
And this is twice now in the last 2 days. I've come on to see these lives, and they're truly a blessing to hear some days, even if you're not getting the reading, right, Kayla?
Yeah.
Isn't it really beautiful? I'm just going to say it's really beautiful to watch others. I think if you're compassionate and connected, it feels really good to watch others get readings, right?
Yeah.
I think
it really helps your soul, like especially if you're grieving, to see others uplifted and have just a little bit of peace and comfort. It really does help us. And it's the energy too. That means you're also sensing that. You know what I mean? It's the energy of gratitude. Gratitude helps
exactly.
us a lot.
Exactly. So Jane Waters said, anyone coming through for me? Really miss my sister. I wasn't ready to say goodbye.
Oh,
you got like 10 more minutes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Jane. No, you definitely weren't ready to say goodbye. You and your sister were extremely close. But you also fought like hell. Like cats and dogs. Like you guys really fought too. Like knock down, drag out, sisterly love. Oh, that's funny. I get that was more like your teen years and stuff. Oh, I'm a mom. I would have just, oh my goodness. I'm so glad I did. Like your mom was just like, oh my goodness, those girls. And did you guys look like Barbie dolls? I can't see your picture. Because I get like you guys were like blonde little bombshells. Like you were just very beautiful. And when you fought, it was all hair. Yeah. Yeah. And it was all hair. Like when you guys fought, it was hair. There's nothing but like long hair. I just keep seeing hair. Please know she's okay. She wants a bit of that Spitfire. She goes, that Spitfire will help you through the grief. Okay. I know you know what she's talking about. Just how that feisty attitude. She's still feisty. She wants you to know. Yeah. She wants you to know she's definitely still feisty. Death ain't got nothing on her. She's like, no, I'm good. She still looks good. Oh, that's funny. And you guys were like two peas in a pod. Not twins, but really close. You guys must have been like, I have, my kids are 18 months apart, and she's showing me you guys are like 2 years, 18 months, but you guys are really close. Irish twins. I don't know what that means, but like something with your birthdays. That's more of a Hollis thing. Something with your birthdays. Like you guys were super close.
Irish twins are people that I think are born like a year apart or something.
Okay, because that's what they're telling me. I don't know what that is. Okay. She just wants you to carry on. Know that she's still your sister. She's still with you, and she wants you to have that spunky attitude about life. When you start really feeling down, because she said you are having.
So see there, they are Irish twins because they're just a year apart.
See,
So
I didn't
that's
know
like
what that even
the
meant.
mom.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's like the mom had the baby. She's breastfeeding and gets pregnant again. Irish twins.
That was me. My son was 9 months old, and I was sitting. This is funny as heck. I was sitting in a Mormon temple of all places, and I looked at my husband and I go, "I'm pregnant." And he goes, "What?" I'm like, "I don't know." Sure enough, we had just conceived it like the night before. Yeah. So just know that that's definitely your sister coming through, and she's validating, and she's having messages for everyone else too. Just that you guys have the same blood flowing through your veins. You have a love connection. You grew up with each other. She wants you to stay feisty. You're sitting and wallowing, and I get it. That's grief. It's hard. It's horrible. It sucks. And she's validating. Yes, it sucks. But when you get in those moments that you feel that you can't go on, she goes, you could always I'm going to cuss. You could always kick her ass when you guys were young, even if you didn't feel good. She's like, remember on your period? And you guys would be bitching and moaning at each other and stuff. And you could the hair would still be flying. She goes, you still have that in you. That blood still flows through you. And she knows you can get through this just like you got through everything else. So that's the biggest message for you today, Jane, is okay, for you just to keep going. You can get through this, and she is with you. Very much so. She's still her very much feisty self, and she loves you so much. And that message is for everyone here too. Grief sucks. It's really hard. You're fighting a lot at the moment to escape the life I'm in with my daughter, escaping from domestic violence. So please know your sister is aware of that, and that's why she's telling you to dig deep and fight. I have helped very dear friends escape from that. Please know there are a lot of resources and stuff available to help her escape. And your sister is very much there with you, very present. And that's why she's showing the fighting, she's really showing. And I believe that's also for her niece too. She has it in her, and she will succeed. Okay. I know you, sweetheart. I hope this brought you some peace, sweetie. Is there anything else you needed to know before we disconnect? She's just really proud of you. And get her out of that situation. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can get out. 211, I believe, is the resources. There's shelters available. Just pack up and leave. Okay.
Sounds like Jane's in tears.
Yeah, it's okay. You're not alone.
Energy. She's using everything to get out of that unfortunate situation.
I just want
we
you to
all
know.
pray for you, Jane. We
Yeah,
all pray for you. You're going to
you
be
are
all
not
right. You're going to
alone.
get through that. Okay.
Yeah, you're not alone.
No, definitely not. And I just wanted to also bring this through for you, Mama Cole. Jody said, I was listening. I just didn't know how to validate. I explained to her what we meant by validating. She said
Yeah.
everything was so correct. Thank you so much.
So how
I
old
was
is
like,
she? Is she 25? Like, I
sometimes we
really,
like to know.
yeah.
Sometimes like we like to know.
Is she
Yeah.
3 or is she 25? Like, is she a 3-year-old playing with the makeup, or is she a 25-year-old that did her makeup perfect? Just let us know somewhere. I don't really care where, because I kind of want to know that one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's lots of people. So
Yeah.
Tammy
Oh,
said,
I
I
love
love
that.
hearing these readings. And I was fortunate my boy came through last night with Sarah. Red Crow,
I
which is
love
totally
that.
appropriate with Sarah having lost her child.
Yeah.
And look, Jane, you
Yes.
got lots of support. This whole group is supporting you. Hugs to you, Jane, from Sarah Gonzalez.
Yes.
And you know, there's a whole bunch of people here in the group that are giving you love, Jane. Sending
Yes.
good vibes for you to get your way through. You got support. We're giving you love, okay? We're giving you love and support
Yeah.
through this. I know it's hard. And someone asked a question that would be easier to answer out loud. Sarah Gonzalez asked me, what is a Saturn returns? Saturn returns, Sarah, is when Saturn returns to the place of your birth. And ask anybody, like, watch us. Hey, Mama Cole, what happened to you between 27 and 30? Right? So,
All kinds of shit.
right? Did your world kind of go like this?
Okay, just this last year, it's what, my second or third? I don't even know which Saturn.
How old are you? How old are you?
57.
You're starting your second.
Yeah, I have had 2 direct hit hurricanes, a heart attack, a stent in my heart, 2 companion dogs pass, and my toxic mom pass, and we're not even all the way through the year.
Yeah, but it usually starts out really hard.
I got attacked by a dog, and my leg almost ripped off, and my rotator cuff is like torn, and my biceps split in half. Yeah.
So what happens in your Saturn returns? It kind of starts out like that, and then you slowly resolve it and figure it out. So, like, ask Mama Cole. So, what have you figured out that maybe there were some things about the heart attack that maybe you weren't listening to?
Self-love.
That Saturn delivered the message to you. It delivered it to you through a heart attack, but you got the message. Right now you have to put yourself first. You have to take better care of yourself. And I'm sure there'll be messages from losing your toxic mom, and I'm sure there's messages about every time a hurricane comes by. So you know that's the Saturn returns. It's usually a hard time. Usually can start somewhere around 26. It can go all the way to like 31, 32, and Saturn is karmic and a teacher, so it tends to deliver messages that are difficult.
Extremely.
Yeah. So and sometimes it has to do with death. Sometimes it doesn't suck. Tammy said Saturn sucks. It doesn't suck because without it,
you don't have growth.
No one would change.
Yeah, you have to have growth. You have to have growth.
Yeah, we wouldn't change without it. If life was always light, we would be kind of screwed, don't you think, Mama Cole? Like, I mean, I just think
you gotta have some dart. You can't. It can't be all love and light 24/7. There's gonna be some shit in life. You just have to get through. You just put your waders on and just go through it. I just had another hurricane. Like, no crap. Monday morning, we got direct hit. The end of my road, you go down 10 miles. It's 3 feet high in water. The Gulf of Mexico is like 10 miles closer now. Like,
oh my.
Yeah, no, like, you just go through it. You just you got to just smile and just keep going, because life is to be lived and enjoyed. You can't, you know what I mean? Grief sucks and it's extremely hard, but there's got to be something to make you go at each day. Something.
And you know what? Life would mean nothing if you never died.
Exactly. And sometimes it's our wake-up call to live life a little fuller and to value it more. Yeah.
That's right. Yes, Sarah Gonzalez. It's in your astrology chart. Just I can do your astrology chart. I also do death chart readings, but she asked, does it have to do with when you're born? Yes.
Yes.
And I sort of started the transition, just unsure if it's what's right. So don't worry about it. By the way, Jody said her daughter was 25.
Oh, exactly. Thank you.
She also said she's in Florida too.
Oh,
So,
there you go. I hope you were safe through Debbie. And wherever Debbie's going, good riddance. What's really funny was 12 years ago, there was another Debbie when we just moved to Florida, and it caused flooding too, and it stopped an inch from my doorstep. 12 years, almost exactly. Yeah.
Same but name. You know what? It's always something. Like, I mean, if you live down there, you're going to have hurricanes. Yeah. Where I live, you're going to have fires.
Fires,
you
and
live on the Pacific Coast. You live on the Pacific Coast. You're going to deal with with earthquakes and maybe occasional storms. And you live up in the Northeast. You're going to have flooding. You're going to have
tornadoes.
People living on top of each other. But yeah, so it's just everything's got something. Everything's got something. You got to decide what you can live with. Kayla said, I'm just turned 28. In the last year, I had my first baby. See, life just went like this. Turned upside down. Lost my dad. Moved. My mom moved away. My dog got really sick. My brother and sister had a heart attack and almost died. So exactly, Kayla, this is your Saturn returns. Your Saturn is clearly in Pisces. Hang in there, Kayla. By the time you're 31, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm a different person. And in astrology, we actually say this is when you grow up. Oh, wow. So this is when you become truly an adult. And for you, MamaCole, since this is your second Saturn return, when you're done, your legacy will be in order.
Oh, I love that.
So this is the time where you establish your legacy in your second Saturn returns, and the first Saturn returns is more about growing up, going from
I love that
person. So it is really beautiful. While Saturn is a teacher and sometimes can be a little harsh or feel harsh, in the end, it's a blessing. So
place, Kayla, because
Kayla,
I love the information that you're able to give.
Seriously, Kayla, you can listen to you can listen to our broadcast Rainbow Soul vodcast. You can hear it. It's free. It's on any podcast software. And every week we'll kind of give you the vibration. And I do that with my spouse Brighthawk and my friend Lacrosse Ortiz. And we do beautiful. We try to break it down for you to the best of our ability. And we try to let you know what's going on. And I try to help you. If you can get your little circle chart, I'll sometimes help you figure out what part of your life and how to read your own chart. I also have a digital class at my website that you can download and learn about astrology if that's what you're called to. Okay. And you guys, if you want to book with MamaCole, I'm going to put that in the chat. The link is already should already be, what do you want to call that? Pinned to the top. So you can book a private reading.
And I have availability this weekend.
Yeah, I think you got a little bit booked up this afternoon, MamaCole.
Yeah, I got a couple.
I was like, whoa, okay. Were they waiting for the hurricane to stop?
I think so. Yeah, because I had to close for a couple of days because of the hurricane. I shut stuff down. I'm still learning the scheduling, so please be patient with me. That's why I have Hollis, because I'm still learning all that stuff. But yeah, I had to shut down because of the hurricane for a few days because I was not mentally correct afterwards. I needed a day to just regroup. Part of that's self-care. There's times that we need to say that we can't do stuff, So
right, exactly. So it's just so everybody knows, you can book with MamaCole directly. I think she's got some more coming this week, and next time I also want to let you know that she's probably going to do a Zoom. Yes. And in the next coming weeks, she'll do a live as well, but I won't be here because I'll be in the UK. So my buddy Lacrosse Ortiz is going to do it. Of course, he's not a medium, so he'll probably just feature the comments and stuff. And MamaCole will get a little bit better at reading them out loud. and then we'll And the lives will be available next week, and the gallery Zoom reading. Okay,
Yep.
so that's a little bit more intimate, and that will be in Zoom for you. And I appreciate all of you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Lacrosse, for helping too.
All
Bye-bye.
right.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.